So good afternoon, class. Now today we start the new topic, that is our recommendation system. So all of you know that recommendation is now very popular in various applications. Most popular applications as Amazon and Facebook, Netflix, and Google Ads. So these are the companies. They feel the recommendation is one of the best way to attract the users. Okay, because these are the online social networking or online shopping, selling and shopping websites, for example, Amazon, then the Facebook, then Netflix, Google Ads. They are now earning the money because of this concept called as a recommendation system. It is also called as a collaborative filtering. Okay, so we will see what is that collaborative filtering. So collaborative means they are working in collaboration. Okay, so when you are online on a Facebook, so they are also collaborating with someone. So when you upload any message or upload any photo, so that your message or your photo is also collaborate with someone. So they are all of your friend are getting the information that XYZ student, for example, Paresh has uploaded his picture. Because they are in that particular group. Okay. So this recommendation system is also useful to increase your network in the case of Facebook. Okay. So if let us consider there is no recommendation system, so I tell you that mostly what you have to do in online, probably you are sending a request to those students only or those friends in your class, maybe a 60 student in your class or some other student from your classmate, from the schoolmate, and maximum to maximum you are getting the 100 or 100 and 200 online student, online friends. Okay, if the recommendation system is not working in office, but because of the recommendation system give you the recommendation that this person may be you know this particular student because he is known by your friend. Okay, so friend of friend concept, that is called the FOF. So the FOF concept is also used in a recommendation system. On this basis of the recommendation FOF concept, the friend of friend, it means if you have the one friend, that friend's friend is also your friend. So if you say that A is equal to B and B is equal to C, obviously it means that C is equal to A. Okay, so this concept is also we are using a recommendation system to increase the network, and that's why the Facebook is the number one nowadays in social networking as compared to the any other. Okay, so Orkut is already shut down, right? Because they are not follow the recommendation system or they are not have their good recommendation algorithm. So that's why because of this the recommendation lack of in recommendation, Orkut is already stop, but the Facebook is working on this recommendation system. They are implementing the various recommendation algorithm, and because of that, the network of Facebook nowadays is already increases, and it is daily basis that get increases. Also, the Netflix. In a Netflix also, you can get the recommendation. So, which movie you want? Okay, you want a Hindi movie. So, which actress or actors movie you like more? So XYZ actor, for example, Hrithik Roshan, you are like more. So all the news, all the movies related to the Hrithik Roshan, the Netflix is continuously sending you. You can watch this movie of Hrithik Roshan. You can watch this movie of Hrithik Roshan. Okay, and that is because of out of 10. Sometimes you can select the one. Okay, ठीक है. 10 times the Netflix say that you can watch the movie of Hrithik Roshan. So when you got the 10 time message, out of that, one time you definitely select that particular movie and watch it. Okay, so that is the beauty of recommendation system, right? Now, recommendation system. So before we start this recommendation system, this is a small video. This is an okay. Is it visible, everybody? Class, is it visible? Sir, visible but not properly audible. Audible, not audible. Okay, so that is about the recommendation system. So in that video, we can see that there is a how the recommendation system works. So if you say that the recommendation system, how the recommendation system in work in YouTube. So in a YouTube, the recommendation system has based on the parameter. For example, what is the relevance of that particular topic, then how much time the users are watched that particular video, and how many likes. Okay, number of likes to that particular video. So based on that, the YouTube are providing the recommendation of the video to the new user, right? So there is a one question she asked about the cold start problem. So can anyone explain me what is that cold start problem? What do you understand by the cold start problem? Yes, anyone? What is that cold start problem? Rubet? Yes, Rubet Kolle? Okay, so why we need the recommendation system. So getting information of the internet is like taking a drink from a fire hydrant. Okay, so all of you know that what is a fire hydrant. So when that fire hydrant is so the flow of that particular water is very high, and it is very difficult to anyone to drink the water from that fire hydrant. Right? The same thing when you are using the internet and online, it is very difficult to get accurate data. Why? Because of the overloaded information. Lots of information is available online nowadays. Everybody now uploading data, everybody is uploading information, video, okay, text format, then the PPT format, doc format, video format. So number of formatted information is available online. But is that information is sufficient for you, or is it relevant to you? That is very difficult, right? So information overloaded, this is one of the problems behind the recommendation system. The second one is the user experience. Let us consider user is used that particular service first time, so he don't have any more information. So in that case also you have used the recommendation system, and if you want to generate your revenues, okay. So Amazon and Netflix, then Facebook, these are the online company. They are now they generate a very large amount of revenue because of this recommendation system. Okay. The recommendation system helps in addressing the information overloading problem by retrieving the information desired by the user based on his or her similar user preference and the interest. So very interesting what the recommendation systems aim, or where we say that where we use the recommendation system. The recommendation system we are use online only. Okay, because online the information is already overloaded. Okay, and in that case, then you want to give the particular information to the user that is based on his or her preference or interest. So in that case, you have to give the recommendation. Okay. So for example, the Netflix, in a Netflix also, let us consider you are using a first time Netflix, and you want to watch some movie of Hindi movie, right? So in that case, if there is no recommendation system, so you are searching lots of Hindi movie, because there are the number of Hindi movie available on the Netflix. So which one you have to watch? That is the question. Okay, so you may reject the Netflix because it is not giving any proper information to you. So you may get frustrated and say that no, Netflix is not a good web services. I am not use the Netflix now because it is not giving any more suggestion, or it cannot help me to watch the movie. So in that case, you may be that Netflix maybe decreases revenue. Okay, because the user are not liking the Netflix online. So in that case, the recommendation system is play an important role. So based on that concept, he may find out your friend. So who is your friend is available in Netflix. So let us consider my XYZ friend is available on Netflix. So on the basis of that, we may get to the conclusion that you are interested in watching a movie, like action movie. Your friend is also like to watch the action movie. So obviously you are also like to watch action movie. So it may give you some recommendation that you can watch this action movie like. Okay, so this type of at the time of cold start problem, it has to give you some suggestion, or it has to give you some recommendation to the user. Okay, so based on his or his similar user preference or interest, the recommendation system has to provide the information. Right? So this is our introduction about the recommendation system. So these are the type of recommendation systems. First is for the personalized, and second is for the non-personalized. So the personalized means totally personalized. Means it is totally depend on your profile. What is the profile you are uploading online? So based on your profile, the system has to give you some recommendations. So let us consider I am uploading my profile as a professor, so he is very much interested to recommend me a Java program book, data structure book, or any data related as a professor. So let us consider professor is online. So what he wants? He wants a various online book. So Amazon has to prepare the number of books to him, okay, and also the some of the gadgets that are useful that particular professor on. Okay, and the non-personalized means randomly you are getting the recommendation. Okay, so if you are not giving the proper information, if you are not filling the proper information online, so it will give the random information to you. So you can see that there is no relation between the what is the recommendation given by the particular thing. So recommendation is divided into two types, personalized and non-personalized. Now, there are the three techniques we have to use for data acquisition. Okay, so what are that? The first one, that is explicit data. How we can use the data, or how that particular system understand that particular person. So the first one is called as the explicit data. Explicit data means, let us consider you are watching the movie on the Netflix and you are providing some rating to that particular movie, or feedback or comment to that particular movie, okay, and demographic, physiographic. So these are the some explicit data. See, demographic means where that particular movie is watched number of times. Let us consider there is one Marathi movie. So obviously the Marathi movie geographically watching in Maharashtra only. They are not watched by the Tamil Nadu or in Karnataka. Okay, so this is called the demographic or the graphical feedback. That is called the explicit data also. Then the implicit data. The implicit data means that particular person, how many times that particular person purchased product online. Then his historical information about purchasing. He is clicking information, he is browsing information. So when he visits the Amazon website, so which type of item he is regularly search. Okay, so let us consider I have used the Amazon and whenever I start the Amazon website, so regularly I want to check the mobile, pricing of mobile or type of mobile. Okay, what are the new features added in the mobile? So it means that you are interested to purchase a mobile online. Okay, and in your historical information also, you are already purchased 2 or 3 times mobile only. So you are more interested to purchase a mobile online through the Amazon only. So the Amazon is regularly sending you that information related to the mobile, because your purchasing history, your clicking information, your browsing history, your browsing pattern indicate that you are more interested to purchase a mobile as compared to any other thing. Okay, so that is called the implicit data. And that third one is the product information. So product information, in the product information, the product taxonomy, the product attributes and product description. Okay, so depend on the product data or product attribute, you can use the recommendation. Now let us consider a bike. Okay, so bike means the boys are or the gents are more like to purchase a bike online. Let us consider bike as compared to the ladies or girls. Why? Because that product has the attributes that they are, or the description. In the description also they are mentioning that the bike is more comfortable for the men. So what you are doing, or what your website or web services are providing, your web service is giving that particular bike ad to all those people those are interested to purchase a bike online. Okay, so this is based on the product information. So based on the product information, you are giving the recommendation. Okay, so these are some techniques we are used in a data recommendation system, that is called the data acquisition. Okay, so how many data acquisitions are there? There are the 3 types of data acquisition. Explicit data, it means that the data means that is customer rating, customer feedback, then the demographic data. Okay, implicit data, that is the purchasing history of that particular thing, particular item, clicking and the browsing history of that user. Okay, and the product information. So based on that, you are giving the data. On this data acquisition, you are providing the feedback or the recommendation to the user. Moving to the next. Now come to the point that is collaborative filtering. Okay. So what is a collaborative filtering? The collaborative filtering method finds a subset of users who have similar tastes and preference to the target user and use this subset for offering the recommendation. Okay. So what we are doing in a collaborative filtering? So collaboration means they are work in a group. So there is some people they have some common similarity. Okay, in your class also there is some students they are more work in a group only. Okay, so few of the students are more like cricket, so they are forming their group. Few girls are very much interested for the long tennis, so they are forming their own group. Okay, so why? Because they have some common similarity among them. Okay, so that is called the collaborative filtering. So what we are doing in a collaborative filtering? In a collaborative filtering method, we are finding out the subset of users who have the similar taste. So out of the 60 students batch, how many subsets in my class? Let us consider in my class I have the 3 subsets. So the first subset belonging to those students, those are more interested for the cricket. So they are from their own group. And whenever there is any cricket match, so they are regularly watch that particular match online, okay, or they have the more knowledge about the cricket as compared to any other, and they are sharing their information among them. So this is one subset, even though they are belonging to the one major group, that is the AI section of 60 students, but they have their own subset. They have their own subset. Now the second subset. The second subset is, let us consider the girls. They are more interested for the long tennis or tennis matches. So they form their own group and they have all the information about that particular matches or the long tennis information. Whatever the information regarding the long tennis, they are very much known about that particular thing. Okay. And the third group, let us consider the third group is a programmer group. So this third group students are more interested in the programming or any technical activity because they have some similarity. They like of Python programming. They love to work on the project. They are more interested to learn the information about the technical thing. Okay, so all these points you can say that they form their own subset. Okay, and that is concept is called as a collaborative filtering. In collaborative filtering, the user with a similar interest have their common preference. Okay, so obviously if you are interested in cricket, so you can form your own group. If you are interested in tennis, so you can form your own group. If you are interested in technical things, so you can form your own group, and they have to prefer their common preferences. Then sufficiently large number of user preferences are available. Okay, so what are the main approaches we are using in a recommendation system? So in the recommendation system, the main approach is, so you can check it with your Amazon, you can check it with your Flipkart, you can check it with your Netflix also. So these approaches are based on user base and the item base. So the recommendation is based on the user base means what? The recommendation that is based on user base means it totally depends on the interest of user. So let us consider I am very much interested to purchase electronic gadget on Amazon. So this is my interest. Okay. So where I log into my Amazon account, so the Amazon is by default giving me the recommendation about all those electronic gadgets. There are the probability that I will purchase it. For example, mobile, pen drive, laptop. Okay, so these are the electronic gadgets. So whenever I log into my Amazon website, so based on the user profile, that service gives you the recommendation. So okay, so Gopal Sakarkar is logging now, so you can give him a electronic as a information. For example, new mobile launch and Oppo's new mobile launch. So give him a recommendation that this mobile is very good. This mobile has a very good feature, so you can purchase this. The new pen drive is arrived. So 32 GB pen drive is purchasing now only the 125 rupees. So give him a recommendation because he is very much interested to purchase electronic gadget online. Okay, now let us consider second one, that is the Paresh is login online Amazon website. So Paresh is very much interested to purchase food item. Okay, so as soon as the Paresh is login to Amazon website, so Amazon service providing all the latest items that having some discount or something else related to the food. Okay, because he is very much interested to purchase food online. Food means anything, right? So according to the user space, user profile, the recommendation system is one. Now the second approach is called as the item based. Okay, so the item based means, as I already tell you that, let us consider you are launching a bike. So who will purchase a bike? Are the girls interested to purchase a bike? No. They are not at all interested to purchase a bike. Okay, there is some girls also. So let us consider 10% girls are interested to purchase a bike, but as compared to 10%, 98% boys or male category people are more interested to purchase a bike online. Okay, so to whom you are showing that ad? You have to show that particular ad to the people having the gender M or male. Okay, so this is a item based. So if there is a bike, so you have to show the ad to the male category. Okay, if there is any makeup item is there, online purchasing, online website want to sell makeup item. So to whom you have to show that particular ad? To the girls, to the woman category people. They are more interested to purchase makeup item online. Okay, so this approach is called as a user-based approach and item based. So I hope all of you now understand the basic of recommendation system.